Yeah, I just see Yammy's video, and yeah, mate, well done, Yammy, well done, mate. I know I agree with you. We can't see each other. We can't go to dinner. Yeah, I agree with you, 100%. Yeah, I don't. He's done a good job there, mate. Yeah, he's done well done. Um, like when I hear you talk like that, sensible like that, I think myself, well, the geezer's a proper nice guy. You know what I mean? He's a proper nice guy. But all that upset me, Yam. You know what I mean, mate? When you was pissed off with me for something, I don't know what happened, but you was pissed off with me, yeah. And then you go and get my brother-in-law over there. He phones you up, because you're pissed off with me. You got me come over there and sit with you and talk a load of shit, yeah. There he is talking, saying this, saying that, and saying this, yeah. I looked after that kid, but anyway, whatever he's saying it, yeah. And you should have, and people were saying no, but he phoned Yammy, but Yammy, I'm way ill, mate. You know what I mean? Give me some respect. You don't get people over there who's going to talk about me. Especially my brother-in-law. You don't say, listen, mate, I'm not into all that shit. I'm not going to go stab round the back and all this something. That ain't what I'm about, I do YouTube and I do podcasts. I'm not into that. I'm not into that, mate. Sorry, mate. I can't do that. Go on to another channel. Get someone else to do it, but I ain't going to do it. And that'd been a thing to say. Not go ahead with what he's done. He's my brother-in-law, Yammy. He's my ex-brother-in-law. We don't like each other. He grasped me up, Yammy. I've got to tell you what happened. He done something, right? They come to his place. They found a shotgun on top of his wardrobe. He put me up for the shotgun. So when they come to my house, he said, I've done something. Well, I'll be rammed. I'm on a sunbed. My legs are smashed to pieces. They found the gun. What do you expect, then? Do you know what I mean? And having him come to see you, mate, and all what else he's done and this, it's wrong, mate. It's wrong, Then I've got my ex-wife on the phone. He ain't that, and all this, like, because it's her brother, And the furthermore to that, right, her brother, she said that he's been dead 7 years. When I told him, no, he's not dead, he's been on Yammy's programme, and I showed Yammy's thing, she blanked me on the phone. But she told me 7 years, but he's been dead a lot longer than that, right? Because he had to go missing. He had to go a long way away. No one knew where he was because he done something to 3 guys, yeah? Right? So they put him somewhere where no one knew who he was. And then he come after 7 or 10, 12 years or whatever, he comes and sees you. He phones you up, yeah? I don't know how he's got away with it. I don't know how the other people have gone mad. I don't know how the other people ain't gone mad because they put him in a safe house. I don't know how he's done it, But anyway, right? And then she's going mad at me. Come on, that's her brother, her mum, her sister. Everybody didn't know where he was. They thought he was dead. Come on, mate. You're not a fool. You know the score. You know what happens. Then I'm going to myself, what about Dave Courtney? It's the same thing happened to Dave Courtney because no one's really seen him. No one, you think, is it the same with Dave? Is Dave gone missing? He's going to come back 10 years later? You don't know. It's a lot goes on in my nut, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, oh, you silly thing. People go, silly how Dan Courtney is and that. You don't know, mate. There's a lot going on that people don't even know on YouTube what Dave Courtney has done. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's what happens, yeah? And then, I've had to block my ex-wife. I've had to block my son. I just block them. I don't want to talk to them. I was over there. I was over the house 5 weeks ago, sitting down there with my son, his little girl and his wife and all that, sitting over there. And he's taking me round. He's built a place in the back garden. He's got a beautiful place on top of in Marlow, and all this. And then there's me and Terry, my mate Terry, sitting down there with my ex-wife. Everything is nice, sweet, beautiful. She don't even know about Perry, but she's talking to me like a mate. She don't even know about Perry. By that time I'm talking to her, she thinks she's telling me Perry's dead. You know what I mean? When he appeared on your show, I couldn't believe it, but I could believe it because I half knew what went on, yeah? So that really gave me I've kept away from you. I kept away from everything, and then someone told me, because, come on, people who look at your channel also look at my channel. You know, people on your channel tell you things about me. People on your channel tell me things. Do you know what I mean? It's always the same. It's the same. People stir things up 24/7. Yeah, and I've got people with me that stir things up 24/7 because it's all about. That's what it's all about, isn't it? You know. But come on, mate. We, you come from the same plot as I come from. You come from the same plot. I know more people than you think I know, Yamy, around all them areas, Paddington areas, and all that. And, I know I know all around Lords, I know loads of people, you know what I mean? All round, I know people, who go to the drink place for drinks problems and all that, all around Lovat Grove, Shepherd's Bush, and I know all them people. And they talk to me, Yam. They talk to me, tell me things. Yamy go, and I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I go, no, I don't want to know. And then all this happens, and I think to myself, oh, what? I've got my ex-wife on my case. I don't need her on my case. I don't like her, Yamy. I don't like my ex-wife at all. She's done things to me that, that really I should never talk to her, you know what I mean? But I talk to her for my son, my Jay. And that's it. I don't really get on with her whatsoever. I don't like her, mate, you know what I mean? I don't like her. When I say I don't like her, I mean I don't like her, you know. But I do it for my boy as well. You know what I mean? I look at her and I look at her. When I look at someone, if someone stabs me in the back and really does me no good, and I'm looking at her and I'm thinking, why am I even here? Why am I talking to her? But I'm talking to you because my son, Now I've got to block my son because of her, you know what I mean? Screaming down the phone. It's like terrible, and it's all down to Perry. This is all down to Perry. But I know it ain't your fault. Well, people say to me, it ain't Yammy's fault. He phoned Yamy up. But Yamy, mate, you're not an idiot. You're not a fool. You know you should have said no. Ray Hill, but you thought, well, I'm going to get my own back on Ray for saying certain things about me. So I'm going to get my own back on him, yeah? But what a way to do it, mate. That's terrible. That's why we can't meet, Yam. That's why we can't meet. You know what I mean? That's why we can't meet. If it had been me years ago, Yam, I'd have come look for you, mate. Honestly, seriously, but now I'm not bothered now. I ain't bothered. I want to get on my life, you know what I mean? I've got my book out there. Looks like I could get a film. I don't need the problems. I don't need all this aggro. I just want to move on my life, yeah? I've got to go there, I've got to go over there, I've got to go to LA, I've got to, it's going to find it hard for me to get a passport to go to LA, to see people out there about my book. It's like, it's got to that stage where people want to talk to me now about it, And I don't want the pressure of all this crap, because it ain't good. Because they're on my YouTube, they're looking at the way what I do and thinking, this geezer's right, mate. We can't, but that's why, I ain't never going to say sorry to him, because what he done was out of order. He should never have done that. Never, ever have done that. Never. Imagine if I knew, like the police officers at Nick Chew, and I went into them about when you burgle people's houses, old people's homes, and these old people are crying their eyes open and all that, And I'll get hold of one of the old women, they're all dead now, we know, but I'll get hold of one of the old women sat next to me and said, well, tell me about Yamy when he burgled your house. Well, I would never do that. I would never do that to you. I would never, I'm not that sort of geezer. I would never do that. I would never get hold of someone and slag you down. Me and Fish, we have a laugh, yeah? But that's me and Fish, we have a laugh. But we know we don't mean nothing towards you. We don't, I don't know nothing about you to say anything about you. Only that you was a burglar, that's all. And about this fucking Rolex watch, that was all get up. I never nicked no Rolex watch off of you. That's a load of lies. But come on, mate. I don't need. I was more like in prison, right? When I come out of prison in 96, 97, right, I become a millionaire, mate, overnight, more or less, Yammy. I was with proper people, mate, and I become a millionaire overnight. Cars, big houses, everything I wanted I had, yeah, caravans, yeah, everything I wanted, houses all over the gap, different countries, I had it all. So, you know what I mean? I just, like, you know, and now I've lost everything, but it's all coming back. It's all, look at this place, Jam, look at it. Do you really think, look, I got a palace, I don't need any aggro, I don't need the aggro. I don't want the aggro. I don't want it, mate. I don't want the aggro. It's just that is the only thing. That is the only thing. You could have done any other thing you wanted to, and we could have just gone into you know, here and there and forgot about it. Like I always do. Let's forget about that. Let's have a mates and all that crap, yeah? But that's one thing. I'll never be your mate. I wasn't, you know, how hard it was for me to say to Kevin Sumer and Stephen French, oh, we're getting for dinner. But I didn't know what I was saying. My head was up my arse, yeah? I didn't know what I was saying, you know. Then I walked away. On the way home, Terry saying that'd be a good thing, get Yamy, we get Yamy over, we have a drink up here, we'll have a laugh. And then, I got in my house, right, and I went, nah, I can't do it, mate. You can't do that way. You know, look what he's done, mate. You know what I mean? My brother-in-law. It ain't on, you know. It ain't on. And no one knows, listen, that family is a fruit cake. Do you know what I mean? It's how I got involved with that family, I never know, do you know? But that's life. That's life. She's a good mum. She's a good mum to my boy. And she's a good mum to her daughter, Jamie. Do you know what I mean? And that's it, you know? But, you know, I've lost everything, mate. I've lost all my families over that stupid man, Perry. I've lost it all. I've lost all that, you know what I mean? I can't be close to my son no more because you ain't here when I got the phone call yesterday about Perry. My son gave it me on the phone. He doesn't know, he wasn't even around when Perry was around. We never even made him then. He don't know, he wasn't born then. He don't know nothing about that, you know? And yet, there she is telling him everything about it. She's telling him everything about what right she got to do that. She should keep that between me and her, not I can tell him everything. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, so then I got my boy on the phone. Dad this, Dad that, Perry this, Perry that. Yeah, Dad, yeah, no, Dad. No, Dad, no. Dad, don't something else, Dad, forget about it. But I'm my boy now, mate. I lost my son again. I lost my son. All those years, I've been in prison. My boy's 40 odd years of age now. I've lost all them years, yeah? But I can't go back to him now because I don't feel the same no more. I don't feel the same about, you know, him. If anything happened to her, God forbid, you know, nothing ever happened to her, but if it did, then I'd look after my son. You know, I'd look after my boy because I wouldn't have her on my boy's case sending things about me that I don't need, right? Do you know what I mean? That's what it's all about, yeah. And that's the only reason, mate, that me and you can never meet anywhere because of that. Because of that, it'll come back. It's a bad trigger to me. I can't help it, mate, you know. And what you just done, the video you just done, I thought was really, really good, mate. Honestly, I thought that video you done was perfect. Was absolutely perfect. Said the right things, perfect, yeah. The only thing you missed out was about him. I don't know. I think if you'd have mentioned it, it might have got worse, yeah. But you know what I mean. But that's it. Anyway. Thanks for what you done. Thanks how you put it across. I thought it was brilliant. You know that we can never see each other again. If you see Kevin Sumer, you see Frenchie, see him video, podcast, what are we going to do? It ain't going to bother me no more. You know, I've had enough of it now, yeah? Bang, bang, well, nice one.